MTGCubeTuber.
Hello my duders, I am the CubeTuber. It's another day and we have ourselves another cube. But first, if you like what I'm doing on this channel, please click that subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, why don't you go ahead and hit the like button as well. Today we are looking at Uberbear's two-headed giant cube. Uberbear maintains 3 other cubes on CubeCobra, and every time a new set comes out, he's quite active, always updating them, changing about them, and also he's very active on the Cube Facebook page, talking about different cube picks, and different slots for his cube. He has an awesome horror cube and an artifact cube. I highly recommend it. I've done videos on those 2 cubes as well. Make sure to check them out. The two-headed giant cube is designed to be played in the format of two-headed giant, where you and a partner share 30 life and face off against a pair of opponents who also share 30 life. This cube is built in the spirit of Battle Bond, but not necessarily designed to have 2 players draft 2 decks at the same time together like Battle Bond. This cube focuses on cards that say opponent, or lets you focus on cards that can target your partner. These cards may typically be bad, but in two-headed giant, it works out great. Since you have 2 opponents, certain effects that affect your opponent doubles that. Also, you're looking for effects that support your partner. The cube is designed to support 8 players with 4 teams. What you do with this cube is you draft 4 packs of 15 cards, build your deck, then roll for partners. You want to have random partners, so there's nothing too deliberately designed. It adds a bit of chaos. Now, I believe you could draft this cube like a Battle Bond style, where 2 players kind of pair up and they draft their 2 decks together at the same time, but this cube is kind of designed for normal drafting. I definitely like the idea of drafting with 4 packs because it provides more choices to players and gives opportunities to find better cards. Let's take a look at some of the strategies in this cube. Help your partner. There are some awesome mechanics that help your other head. There are cards that have Battle Cry and Battle on it. These boost all attacking creatures. Battle Cry usually gives the +1, and Battle On has some other things like Indestructible or Lightning Helix effects. There are some instants and sorceries that give all attacking creatures a boost as well, like Stampede and Trumpet Blast. Bear in mind, these are not just your creatures, they're your partner's creatures as well. So if you're going for an aggressive strategy, these are cards that you're going to want to go for. Trying to just blitz your opponent, this is the way to go. Another card that is great for an aggressive strategy is Frontier Warmonger. I love this card. Whenever you're attacking with a bunch of creatures, it gives your creatures and your partner's creatures menace. It just makes it really hard for your opponents to make a profitable trade when they're using 2 creatures to chump block something that could potentially be fatal for both creatures. Proliferate. There are a bunch of cards in this cube that give +1/+1 counters, some planeswalkers that do it, and there's even some support cards. Now, one thing I'd like to see is more proliferate cards. There are a few in this cube, but I really like this mechanic because not only does it give your planeswalkers and your creatures +1/+1 counters, but it also does it to your partner's creatures and planeswalkers as well. A great card to look at is Thrumming Bird. For 2 mana, this is a great way to get Proliferate online. Another one is Yawgmoth's Thrain Physician. This is a bit harder. I mean, he's a good card in general, but discarding a card to proliferate is not bad as well. I'd like to see more proliferate stuff in this cube because it benefits your team, and even if you have -1/-1 counters, you can put them on your opponents and kind of proliferate that as well. So cards that maybe could be added, I'm not sure if it's really worth it. I'm not sure if it's worth the slot, that is. Contagion Clasp and Contagion Engine. For 4 mana, you can proliferate, and with Contagion Engine, you do it twice. Contagion Engine's a bit expensive, but just something to think about too if you want to make proliferate a thing in this cube. Assist. Assist is an interesting mechanic where you and your team can now share mana. I especially like the removal spells in this cube that allow you to use assist. Another card that is kind of an assist card is the Peregrine Drake. When this comes into play, you can target your partner's lands. Like if you have nothing that you want to cast this turn to untap it, you can untap their stuff so that they could cast a really expensive spell. Generous Patron. This can boost 2 of your partner's creatures or your creatures. And at worst, it can kind of be a divination on a stick. I think he's really good. Support cards are really cool, especially if you're trying to build up a good team. Hunted Wampus. I think this one doesn't get enough love. Hunted Wampus is a cheap way to give you a 6/6, and if you time it well with your partner, they could sneak out a big fatty that can combat whatever your opponents place on the field. Hopefully you can do this when they have nothing in hand. Speaking of sneaking out fatties on the battlefield, this cube supports a few different cheeky ways to sneak out big creatures. They're different from your typical sneak attack and reanimate strategies. Cards like Polymorph, Proteus Staff, and Mass Polymorph. These are all ways to kind of get rid of things and then kind of chaos orb either you or your opponent's creatures to see if you get something off the top deck. This is a great way to cheat expensive creatures out, especially the Eldrazi. There are the Eldrazi in this cube. So you can either sneak out your creatures or your partner's creature. You can set it up with a Brainstorm or Ponder. So either you or your partner can get some good stuff. Punish your opponent's strategies. There are a bunch of cards that just really punish your opponents. So the one thing that sticks out in my mind is Shieldred Whispering One. At the beginning of your opponent's turns, both of them are going to be sacrificing a creature. Now, your partner doesn't really benefit much from this card, but at least you get something back from the graveyard. I mean, I think this card's just always great. Another one that's really interesting that Uberbear brought up in the Facebook group is Narset Partner Veils with Corvallis Fury. This is a really interesting thing you could play out. I think Narset is super good in this format. Basically, it's just going to shut down your opponents from drawing any more cards. And if you play the Fury card, you can basically have them discard their hand and replace it with one card. Maybe Wheel of Fortune would work better in this case, but I mean, if you don't have Wheel of Fortune, I think this is the next best thing to do. Other cards that punish your opponent, cards like Faith Unraveler. Whenever an opponent draws a card, it deals 1 damage to that player, so that's the beginning of their turn. Whenever they draw a card, they're both their team's losing 2 life. There are a bunch of other cards that do this, some of like the Blood Artist type effects. Another hateful card is this guy right here. Whenever an opponent casts a 9-creature spell, it loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. I think this one's good. A lot of players will kind of like not really give it too much attention, but as a game goes on, they're going to be losing a lot of life. Also in this cube, there are lots of sack effects. On the high end, we have Capital Punishment. This card for your opponents is a really damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. I mean, if you and your partner go first, you could get them to, both of them to each sack a creature, and then it'll be their turn and they can either sack more or discard stuff. It really puts your opponents in a bad situation, and it really only affects your opponents. Another one is Dictate of Erebos, which kind of acts like a Grave Pact, but I think you can flash that one in. Also, Plague Crafter is a really good card, kind of like a Fleshbag Marauder, but better. It kind of, even if they have nothing to sacrifice, they still get the negative thing of having a discarded card. Cards that I wouldn't mind seeing maybe in this cube, Bartering Blood. If you pay this, I mean, 8 creatures potentially are going to the graveyard. Let's take a look at the lands. This cube is running the fetch lands, the shock lands, and duels. It's also running the Battle Bond ally lands that come into play untapped if you have more than one opponent. This cube absolutely needs the new enemy lands that are coming in the Commander Legends set. I think those are just like an auto include, and I'm sure Uberbear will probably put them in. I'm sure there are some awesome cards and strategies that I missed in this video. If you see something that you like in this cube or some cards that you'd like to see slotted in, please make sure to comment down below. Let's go to the draft section.
All right, it's time to get to the draft section now. So, one thing before I jump into it, a thing to note is that this is a 480 card cube. So when you're drafting with 8 players and everyone has 4 packs, you're going to be using all the cards in the cube. So players will be seeing all the cards in this cube. That's definitely an interesting thing. I think with like multiplayer formats like this, I typically think of them being big cubes. You could potentially even do like a 3-on-3 type of draft with this, but I don't know, that number gets a bit tricky when you're having more and more players. So this one, for this means of doing 8 players with 4 packs, works out perfectly. So let's jump in it. I quite like the idea of drafting 4 packs. I know a lot of EDH cubes do stuff like that, and I think it's just a great idea just to give that more options to the players. Alright, so our pack 1, pick 1. We got Rancor, we got Blightning, we got the Felidar Stone, Gideon's Avenger, the Eldest Reborn. I do like Eldest Reborn. I don't know if it's super powerful. This Bloodthirst, I don't like Bloodthirst's mechanic. It just seems too fickle. Excuse me. I think Lightning's very good. Brightling, I should say, not Blightling. Brightling. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to go with that yet. So I'm kind of stuck on what I want to do. I'm leaning towards Eldest Reborn. Searing Spear is also quite nice. Whenever a creature and opponent becomes Gideon's Avenger probably would be this. So I'd like to focus this draft on looking at things that my opponents do or targeting my other my teammate or my partner. So Gideon's Avenger, you know, can get really big if a bunch of creatures are swinging at you. Yeah, I quite like that. I don't know if he's first pack. I like him though. It's really hard to pick a multicolored card. Let's go with Eldest Reborn and then hope he comes around and maybe we can go black-white. Let's try Eldest Reborn. I like that because it's a reanimator thing. We got Generous Patron. I really like him. Vigor. Nice. Rampant Growth. So there's some nice green stuff going on here. Angel of Invention, though, is kind of topping this for me. I like Lingering Souls. This one's pretty cool. I'm not super high on that card right now. This one's not bad too. You can get rid of 2 things. I think that's good, but maybe we can wheel it. I'm thinking we're going to go with Angel and we're going to try to do black-white. Let's see. I could go with green, but let's just go black-white. I always tend to lean with black-white type of archetypes and stuff. Uh-oh. So we have some green cards here. We have Dragon Lord Sungar. I like him a lot. I like him. He might be worth it to play blue. I think I might just nag him up. And, you know, if I don't play him, that's fine. Yeah, let's just grab him up. Okay, well, there's some options here. Capital Punishment. This one, yeah, I do like Capital Punishment. But I don't know if it's better than... I think a land would probably be better to have in this case. 6 mana to basically either wipe. Yeah, I mean, you're going to be doing damage to the other team with this card, Capital Punishment. Basically, you know, if they have a bunch of creatures out, you and your teammate will just say, oh, make them sacrifice a creature, but then they can just discard stuff. But if they don't have many creatures, it's still giving them those 2 choices is not the best. But at least me and the teammate will both get a cool pick. So I do like that. But for 6 mana, let's go with the land. All right, we have the new Zendikar dude. He's kind of like the Nighthawk vampire guy, but better. All right, other cool thing, we have Supreme Will over here. Interesting. Target player draws a card, then discards a card from his or her hand. I like that because that definitely helps my teammate. Winds of Abandon I like. Let's make sure and see. We have Angel of Invention. There's still some ways we could go. I'm not super high on these ones. Ultimate Price is probably good just to get rid of something that's a big threat. So let's grab Ultimate Price. Sinkhole, no thank you. Dictate of Erebos is quite nice. Commit and Memory is nice. Agra Balas. So yeah, I'm thinking either between Dictate or Commit to Memory. 5 mana, but see, I don't know if I'm going to be doing a lot of sack stuff. I don't know, that's a very tough question. I think Dictate of Erebos is worth it. Yeah, let's go with Dictate of Erebos. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent sacrifices a creature. I think that's the way to go. And yeah, and then Vindictive Vampire would be nice to wheel around. So let's try Dictate of Erebos, and maybe we can go with a sack thing here. Also, Fate Unraveler, I definitely like that. Gingerbread Hellkite, Steel Hellkite, super nice. Yeah, fan favorites, cool. But I think we're going to go with Fate Unraveler. It's a 4-drop, it's a 3/4. Seems good. It's gonna do damage. It's probably gonna at least do 2 damage. I don't know. See, when I see silver border cards, I just instantly kind of like not pay attention. I know this is kind of cool though. That's a cool thing to ramp out mana though. All right, let's grab Kaya's Gale. Oh, here we go. Oh man, maybe I can make white work. We'll see. We'll see. Let's go with this. We might have to splash white or something. I don't know. We'll do the support card. Makeshift Marshall, yeah. Commit to Memory. Alright, looks like we got 3 colors that we could go. Hey! Got Tropical Island. Look at that, with a black border looking pretty. That's what everyone wants to see. Living Death. Super awesome. I don't think I want to do that. One, I don't think I'm going to be trying to focus getting things in my graveyard. Just kind of want to play good stuff. But let's see. Anyway, this is our second pack, so we have still a lot to pick. Target creature to graveyard to your hand. Alright, let's go with Windswept Heath. Because maybe I can fetch for a white if I get it. Yes, Arcane Artisan, pretty good for sneaking things out. Don't know if I want to do that though. Blood Teeth, Gutter Bones. Yeah, this pack I don't like at all. Mimic Vat though. Yeah, probably Mimic Vat. Let's take Mimic Vat. Frost Titan. Oh, do I still want to play blue? I'm like stuck between. I could try to play Esper, but I'm going to need to get some, I'm going to need to definitely get some shocks or duels or something to kind of make this one mine. Day of Judgment will be my next pick, so let's take Frost Titan and see. It's gonna be tough, I think. Yeah, Monastery Mentor. Let's take Monastery Mentor. Let's go with Diabolic Edict. I like him, but each opponent, yeah, I guess. 5 mana. There's so many high-ended cards. Let's take it and see. I mean, we might not. Diabolic Edict is be my next pick. Alright. See. There we go. Game plan. I think this would be not too bad. Each player does this. If I get Narset out, that's what we do. Try to find Narset now. Let's do this. These white creatures are not in my wheelhouse. Grab her. Alright. I'm gonna sneeze there. Gather the townsfolk. Yeah, this is a bad pack, just in general. Grab this. I didn't even notice that last time around. Get Teeth Taker. Tithe Taker, not Teeth Taker. Hey, there's a Diabolic Edict. Marriott, yeah, let's get that one. Alright. Pack 3. Hey, Underground Seas. That's what we needed. Yeah. But there's Narset. I want to live the dream with playing Narset and then what's that game thing? Game plan? Even my partner could do that. I'd like to actually. This will be fun to draft, even Battleborn style, though, I think, with another player, like get 2 picks from the pack, because that's what we would do, grab that and that. So, we gotta go with the land, though, that makes it viable. Just hope that goes around. Alright, so there's gonna be some option for blue there, but damn it, this white, I need to hopefully get a Godless Shrine or Scrubland. Okay, Mole Drifter, Blink of the Eye, Cryptic Command. Cryptic Command's too crazy. I think Mole Drifter, Archfiend of Despair. Yeah, he's too much text. I can't deal with that. Let's go with Mole Drifter. Alright. Lots of white stuff here. I'll do like this. I see Thalia. He's not too bad. Dovin. I think Thalia would be better. Let's go with Thalia. Reality Shifts. Him to Turok. The double black pips are just. Yeah, let's do this one. That helps. Forbid, buyback. I don't like buybacks. Capsize I can deal with, but other buybacks it's harder for me to get motivated to do it. Counterspell though. Choose and discard 2 cards. And that's just a good counterspell. Like a regular old cancel that you can potentially, if you have too many cards in hand. Yeah, alright. I'm higher on it now. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that one. I don't think I'd play it though, but still it's kind of cool. Choose 2. Counter target non-creature spell. Return target opponent to its own hand. I think Clever Imposter is better. Polymorph, I don't want to go crazy, but I don't have any like no cantrips, so let's go with Clever Imposter, I think, because I can always copy my teammate's thing. Whatever my teammate, the best card that player has, I can get that out. Gideon's Lawkeeper is super nice. Doing 3 color. Oh boy, this is gonna be bad. Yep, definitely that one. Blink of an eye, just make sure there's nothing else I want to get in here. Never an opponent. Ooh. See, gaining life. I wish it was the other way around. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, if they lost 3 life, that would be awesome, especially with Dictative Erebos. But if that were switched around, I'd be much more happy about that card. Disenchant. Ajani's pretty cool, but that double white is maybe tricky here. If you cast a non-creature spell, oh my. Nice, I like them. Let's just grab some stuff up here. Alright, awesome. Last pack. What we have here? Oh my god. Alright, we have Polluted Delta, Marsh Flats. Yeah, we gotta take the Marsh Flats. You gotta take the Marsh Flats in order to get to, yeah, because with the Marsh Flats we'll be able to get that Underground Sea, and then if we need, yeah. Black blue has been the message of this draft. Shriekmaw. Swords to Plowshare. I don't know. I want to start pushing back from that. I do have some removal. Ultimate Price, Diabolic Edict. Yeah. Let's try to lean a little bit more to black blue, just in case we gotta pull that out. So let's go Shriekmaw, I guess. I don't know if that was the right pick there. Eesh. Perfect. Yep. Oh god, he's a 1/1. Let's get it though, because if my partner gets the other card, I'm not even sure what the other card is. Gorm the Great. Cast down. Wrath of God, Man of War. I really like this one. That's a late mana. I mean, for 7 mana though. Yeah, let's do Memory Lapse. There's Godless Shrine. Alright, we might be able to make this work now after all. Oof, wish I had an Angel. Pelagon Drake is good. Murderous Rider. Karmic Guide, yeah, this pack's super good. I mean, Pelagon Drake is kind of high up on there for me right now. Just to be able to help my opponent, I mean my teammate, but let's go with Murderous Rider. Alright, that's a Man of War. Yeah, let's get the Man of War. I think we're good with that. There's the Thrumming Bird. Go with the Talisman though, probably. Kind of like this one. Whenever you successfully cast a creature spell, you may pay 1 and return target creature to its owner's hand. So you can just start balancing stuff. The question is, will I have a lot of things? Let's grab that. I don't like the Wishclaw Talisman. I probably should like it more, but yeah, I'm not super high on that one for 6 mana. Alright, wow, nothing here. Alright, we'll just grab something. Looks like we came to the end of the line. Alright, we'll grab Therbinate Spectre. I probably should have grabbed that. The other one now. Alright. Let's take a look here. Let's just quick whip this together. Just get rid of stuff I know I would not play as my page loads. Get this stuff out of here. There's a flag bear is actually kind of cool. I might actually play that. Wallkeeper. These lands. Yeah, I'd keep all those lands. Let me just throw a bunch of stuff out real quick. Game plan, probably not do game plan. Alright, this is my draft here. I'd still have to pull a bunch of stuff out to make it work. Like, I'd throw a bunch of these out in order to get my 40 cards. I mean, things I would definitely keep. I think I would keep Dictative Erebos. Dictative Erebos, maybe Eldest Reborn. I'd keep like Commit to Memory, Frost Titan, Silumgar. I'd keep the Mole Drifter and the Shriek Maul, the Angel Dimension. I'd keep maybe 4 3-drops. I'd probably get rid of I'd probably keep the Flag Bearer over the Teeth Taker. Just because if I play that out and then play out one of my big threats, you know, I don't have to, she can take the spell from me. And I have a few removal spells and bounce spells. So yeah, I quite like this. Maybe I'd even keep the Mimic Vault. Probably the counter stuff. I would get rid of Memory Lapse and all that. Just kind of blue using for some other stuff there, but mainly blue for bounce. Alright, I think that's my draft there, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. See ya!